Hi, it's Andy. I'm here back at the racetrack at Summerside. I was here last night for the races, but you know, yesterday I was at Bulk Barn and I was explaining to the poor kid behind the counter that for the rest of his life, he's going to know the course black pepper is number 918. Same way I know from my delivering the Globe and Mail back when I was 12 and 13. I know exactly where 620 Mansfield is and 508 Fraser was the Moxon's house. But the reason I'm saying this is because one of the things that you just can't escape, when I see something taking an arc up in that looks like the tip of a gate, I'm going to call it a start-stop broken gate. But in this case, just coming up to the start last night, I notice a horse blew a shoe, and the shoe is floating through the air and comes down. Of course, nobody calls a start-stop, and right around the first corner, so that's about 200 meters in, the horse realizes that he's without a shoe and decides to pull out. And unfortunately, there were two more sulkies behind him, and there was a bit of a Spartacus going on. So the driver got trampled a little bit. He's okay. He is going to take 9 stitches to fix him up. He's got a lot of bruises. I'm sure there's a concussion involved. But, you know, there was no start-stop called. But the announcer is starting to go wild because there's a loose horse. It's a runaway horse. And he, of course, he's just following the rest of the horses around the track for the race. And meanwhile, like, they don't teach start stops here. I mean, there's a reason we have that as ski racing, because when you blow a shoe, you know something bad's going to happen. You break a gate, you know you should stop everybody from going on the course. But in this case, the announcer, well, you can't communicate with the drivers. They don't know that someone's falling back behind. But meanwhile, with the driver's down in the corner, and his wife and his daughter, they peel out from the stands and they jump over the track and they run into the infield, and lo and behold, coming down the backstretch, the runaway horse heads for the infield, and the announcer is he's trying to let the people know they're going to get trampled. Well, no, eventually the horse runs off and tramples over the hedge right in front of the big screen monitor, and all is good. But you know what? There were a lot of people moving. The truck that's the lead truck for the start pulled back, started to tend to the person. I knew they weren't hurt that bad because there was no screaming going on, but it took 11 minutes before an ambulance arrived, and there were a lot of people's safety in jeopardy. So this is a bit of a training video. Remember the start-stops, and remember the racer down protocol, nobody moves. And if they'd had that in place at the racetrack last night, there wouldn't have been nearly as much excitement. Hey, hoping you're having a good day, and that's a bit of a lesson for you.